Hi everyone. Those that know me will know that at times one of the easiest way to deal with things is simply don't deal with them. If you ignore it, if you don't tell anyone, then it's like it's not real and it's not happening. So it makes life much easier. So to give you an example, when I lost my sight, it probably took close to 2 years before I told a lot of my colleagues. These are people I'd worked with for years, and it wasn't about not trusting them or not wanting them to know. It was just when you say it out loud, it all becomes very real. So it's another way that words matter. It's about how we use our words to ourselves and how we use our words to let other people in. So I've been tossing up a lot on how and when and if I should tell people what goes on with my health. Sometimes it feels like it's a never-ending train that just keeps coming. I sometimes joke I was Genghis Khan in a former life, and maybe that's putting it politely. I have to stop saying full stop. I forget this is a video and I'm so used to using voiceover, I still use grammar. Anyway, back in 2022, when they were looking for what causing my vision loss, they found a small growth on my kidney. And this has been the least of my problems. I've had good specialists. They've kept an eye on it every 6 months. And each time they'd say, come back in 6 months, we'll do another scan. And nothing ever happened. So it wasn't an issue. And then this year, I guess you could say, shit got real. Sorry for those who don't like swearing, but that's how I feel. So back earlier this year when I had my scan, they discovered it was starting to grow in different directions. And because of the mitochondrial disease, we needed to look at what was the best treatment options. I'm very lucky in that I've had a brilliant urologist, and I've got a really good bladder specialist, and I got a referral to an oncologist who came across as though he really knew what he was talking about, and he was very supportive. He spoke my language, which is probably the most important thing. I felt comfortable and I felt like I could trust him. From there, he needed some time to have a meeting with a group of other specialists to work out what is the best path. So it's about 6 weeks down the track, I guess, things suddenly started moving very quickly. To be honest, it was almost like things were happening to me rather than with me. There was a couple of phone calls from the RA, be here on Thursday, be here on Friday, throw in a bit of illness, and then this week just gone, I started my first lot of radiation treatment on, I think it was Tuesday, with my second dose on Thursday. So they do send you a video which does tell you about what your first session, the planning session, will be about. For someone who has low vision, it could be a bit wordier. Like, it's not the greatest when you can't see the pictures very well, but you can get a little bit of an idea, but it didn't give me the real idea of what that was like. So I might do another video at some stage on just that session. So far though, I can say the radiation staff at the Royal Adelaide Hospital have been excellent. They use their words, they talk to me. The only thing I can say that they got wrong, really wrong, was they said it would all be painless. It's painless when you get the treatment. When the pain kicks in, it's pretty brutal. So the side effects are not fun. And although I was told side effects could kick in up to 2 months after the treatment started, it was the same afternoon as what I started. And it was pretty brutal. So there was tiredness, there was some pain, the nausea is very, very real. So I've had a few days of not doing a lot. I guess struggling a little bit through it, but I know I just have to suck it up and do it and hope it works. So I guess that's what I've been up to lately. It has meant not much card making. I am heading off to a market tomorrow at Blackwood, which I'm hoping to meet a few people, hopefully sell some stuff, and do something that's actually fun. I'm pretty sure I'll be exhausted afterwards, though. I have very little energy at the moment. But you've just got to do what you can do. So I guess for those out there wondering, and for all those doctors and specialists who use words like, oh, it's a 1 in a million chance, anything else will happen, etc., I can reassure you, someone has to be the 1 in a million. So I have both a mitochondrial disease, I get the low vision, I get a few other things with that as well, and now let's chuck in a bit of cancer just for fun. It's been a really hard journey, and who knows what's next. But we will hopefully get through this, and it will get easier. Because as I try and remind myself, life is never easier, or never easy, but it does get easier. So we'll just focus on the easy. And for my friends who are out there and have been around and offering support, although I haven't been chatty lately, I do appreciate you being around. So thank you to all of those who do send me well wishes, or even if it's just a text to say how you're going, or check in with my partner, or even just to pop a message on Facebook or Instagram, YouTube. Like, it actually feels really nice to know that people care, because I forget sometimes other people can see me, I can't see their faces, and it can be quite isolating when you lose your vision and your world changes. So if you're out there and you're following me along, or you're interested in knowing how life's going with cancer treatment while having low vision, feel free to ask any questions, yell out. If you're a doctor or a nurse, or maybe an optometrist in training, and you'd just like some advice about how you could interact with someone with low vision, send me a DM, or ask a question on one of my videos. I'm happy to help you out, and it's free. I'm not going to charge you. I know you will charge me to come and see you, but I'm free. So yeah, if you'd like some advice or some support or some help on what it's like, give me a shout out. And yeah, feel free to follow along my Instagram or my Facebook or YouTube, and I'll try and make some videos when I'm up to it, just to let people know how things are going. And yeah, I'll try and do some card making and fun stuff when I'm up to it in a few days. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you for following. Bye.